Hello friends, this is Mr. Akash Vasan Nesarkar, lecturer, Department of Chemistry, KLS Gokte PU College of Belgaum. Students, in our last session, we have studied about the voids, the differences between the voids, the radius ratio, the packing efficiency, and also the calculation of packing efficiency in case of simple cubic unit cell. Student, I hope you remember about the packing efficiency. सो पैकिंग इफ़िशियंसी क्या है? पैकिंग इफ़िशियंसी बहुत ही सिंपल है. जितने भी पार्टिकल यूनिट सेल में प्रेजेंट है वो कितना स्पेस ऑक्यूपाई करते हैं यूनिट सेल में, उसी को हम पैकिंग इफ़िशियंसी कहते हैं. सो इन टुडेज सेशन वी आर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट द पैकिंग इफ़िशियंसी in case of face-centered cubic unit cell. The face-centered cubic unit cell is same as hexagonal close packing structure or cubic close packing structure. Before we calculate the packing efficiency, students first try to understand how many particles are present in a face-centered cubic unit cell. So यहाँ पे मैं बता सकता हूँ फेस सेंटर क्यूबिक यूनिट सेल में 8 particles are there at 8 corner position, and apart from these 8 corner particles 6 particles are present at the face of each unit cell. So in cubic close packing structure the particles are touching along the face diagonally. So you can observe on the diagram, these are the particles which are touching along each other face diagonally. So let us consider A be the edge length and R be the radius. A be the edge length and R be the radius, and the face diagonal be B, that is face diagonal AC is equal to B, whose value is equal to 4R. Now let us calculate edge length. So the edge length in case of simple cube, it is A is equal to 2R. That was very simple because the particles were present only at a corner position. But in a face center cubic unit cell, the particles are not present only on a corner position, but the particle is also present at each face. So the edge length may differ from the simple cubic unit cell. So यहाँ पे मैं लिख देता हूँ AC इज इक्वल टू B इज इक्वल टू 4R, जो कि फेस डायगोनल की वैल्यू है. अब हमको पाइथागोरस थ्योरम यूज़ करके एज लेंथ निकालना है. सो लेट अस कंसीडर दिस ट्रायंगल, दैट इज द ट्रायंगल ABC. So in a triangle ABC, AC square is equal to BC square plus AB square, where AC is B, therefore B square is equal to A square plus A square. B square is equal to 2A square, that is B is equal to square root of 2A. Let the radius of the atom is R. So यहाँ पे 3 particles are present, that is hard spheres. जब भी हम उनका रेडियस कैलकुलेट करते हैं, so the value of AC is equal to 4R, that is nothing but value of B is equal to 4R. सो वही B की वैल्यू हमको इस इक्वेशन में सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है. सो B इज इक्वल टू 4R इज इक्वल टू स्क्वेयर रूट ऑफ 2A, दैट इज स्क्वेयर रूट ऑफ 2A इज इक्वल टू 4R, दैट इज नथिंग बट A इज इक्वल टू 4R अपॉन स्क्वेयर रूट ऑफ 2 is equal to 2 square root of 2R. So the edge length of the cube is equal to A is equal to 2 into square root of 2R. So we have got the value of edge length. Now let us see the volume of the cubic unit cell. So the volume of the cubic unit cell, a cube, is equal to 2 into square root of 2r raised to whole cube. So the volume of one particle, जब भी हम वन पार्टिकल का वॉल्यूम कंसिडर करते हो देन वी हैव गॉट द वैल्यू 4/3 पाई आर क्यूब. लेकिन फेस सेंटर क्यूबिक यूनिट सेल में टोटल पार्टिकल्स आर 4 and therefore the number of particles per unit cell is 4. Now the total volume occupied the 4 sphere becomes 4 into 4/3 pi r cube. Now these value we have to substitute in a packing efficiency formula. So if you write the packing efficiency formula with the correct substitution, then you will get the 1 mark in a final examination. And the relation between the edge length and the radius along with the diagram, if you write, then you will get the another mark. So for this entire derivation there are 3 marks. Okay, so now substitute all these value in the formula, that is packing efficiency is equal to total volume occupied by the 4 spheres. Why it is 4 spheres? Because there are 4 particles present in a face center cubic unit cell, divided by volume of the cubic unit cell into 100. So total volume occupied by the sphere, it is 4/3 pi r cube. So this is the volume into 4, that is 4 particles are present in the face center cubic unit cell, into percentage, that is 100, divided by volume of the cubic unit cell, that is we have calculated 2 into square root of 2 r raised to whole cube, which is equal to 16/3 pi r cube into 100 divided by 16 into square root of 2 r cube is equal to 74%. So in a face centered cubic unit cell, 74% of unit cell is occupied by atoms and rest of 26% is plain empty space. So इसका मतलब ये होता है जो भी पार्टिकल्स फेस सेंटर्ड क्यूबिक यूनिट सेल में प्रेजेंट है वो 74% ऑफ द स्पेस ऑक्यूपाई करते एंड रिमेनिंग 26% is empty space. Now we will see the calculation of packing efficiency in body centered cubic unit cell. So in a body centered cubic structure there is a particle at the center of the unit cell. So यहाँ पे आप डायग्राम में देख सकते हो, this is the particle which is present at the center of the unit cell. और ये जो भी पार्टिकल है वो अदर यूनिट के साथ शेयर नहीं होता. ओके, दिस यू रिमेंबर. सो बॉडी सेंटर क्यूबिक यूनिट सेल में एक पार्टिकल सेंटर में प्रेजेंट होता है इन एडिशन टू अदर कॉर्नर पार्टिकल्स. दस बॉडी सेंटर क्यूबिक स्ट्रक्चर देर आर 3 स्पीयर्स इन कॉन्टैक्ट विथ ईच अदर अलॉन्ग द बॉडी डायगोनली. सो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो these are the 3 spheres which are touching one another along the body diagonally, So let again we have to consider the edge length and the radius, also the face diagonal and the body diagonal as well as. Now let A be the edge length of the cube, R be the radius of the sphere and the body diagonal. So कहाँ पे है body diagonal डायग्राम में? यहाँ पे देखो AF, that is a body diagonal. So AF is equal to C is equal to 4R. So body diagonal की वैल्यू कितनी है? 4R. एंड यहाँ पे फेस डायगोनल आपको दिखाई दे रहा है. सो FD is nothing but phase diagonal. So FD is equal to B is equal to, so that value we have to calculate. Okay, fine. Now let us calculate the body diagonal, that is C, and a phase diagonal, that is B, by applying Pythagoras theorem. So let us consider first the triangle EFD. सो यहाँ पे आप डायग्राम में देख सकते हो कहाँ पे है ट्रायंगल EFD. ओके, सो बाय कंसिडरिंग द ट्रायंगल EFD वी विल गेट B square is equal to A square plus A square E is equal to B square is equal to 2A square. Next, in a triangle AFD, so यहाँ पे triangle AFD, तो यहाँ पे ट्रायंगल AFD कंसिडर करना है आपको. सो इन ट्रायंगल AFD C square is equal to A square plus B square. C square is equal to A square plus 2A square, because the value of B we have calculated, that is 2A square, and this value we are substituting in this equation. So the value of B is 2A square. This value we have substituted here. So C square is equal to A square plus 2A square. C square is equal to 3A square, and the C is equal to square root of 3A. Now C is a body diagonal which is equal to 4R. We already calculated C is equal to body diagonal whose value is 4R. Now this 4R value you have to substitute in this equation, that is C is equal to square root of 3A. So substitute the value of C is equal to 4R in this equation. So we will get square root of 3A is equal to 4R. A is equal to 4R divided by root square root of 3. So the edge length of the cube is A is equal to 4R divided by square root of 3. Now the volume of cubic unit cell A cube is equal to 4R upon square root of 3 whole raised to cube. The volume of one particle, if you consider the volume of one sphere, it is 4 by 3 pi r cube. The number of particles per unit cell is 2. जैसे कि हमको पता है बॉडी सेंटर क्यूबिक यूनिट सेल में सिर्फ 2 ही एटम रहते. ओके, कॉर्नर पार्टिकल कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट 1 एंड द बॉडी सेंटर पार्टिकल कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट 1. Therefore, total volume occupied by two sphere is equal to 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now let us substitute all these values in a packing efficiency formula, that is packing efficiency is equal to total volume occupied by two spheres in a body center cubic unit cell divided by volume of cubic unit cell into 100, which is equal to 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube into 100 upon 4r upon square root of 3 raised to whole cube, which is equal to 8 by 3 pi r cube divided by 64 by 3 square root of 3 r raised to whole cube into 100, which gives 68%. So in a body center cubic unit cell, 68% of unit cell is occupied by the atoms. इसका मतलब जो भी पार्टिकल्स प्रेजेंट है बॉडी सेंटर क्यूबिक यूनिट सेल में वो 68% ऑक्यूपाई करते हैं स्पेस, एंड द रेस्ट 32% इज एम्प्टी स्पेस. जो भी बचा हुआ स्पेस 32% है वो एम्प्टी स्पेस है. नाउ द डेंसिटी ऑफ यूनिट सेल is the same as the density of the substance. Relationship between radius of constituent particle and edge length. So student, this is very important while solving the problems on a density. So you should know the relation between the edge length and the radius of particular unit cell, that is simple cubic, face centered and body center. So in case of simple cubic unit cell, the relationship between the edge length and radius, it is A is equal to 2r. In case of face centered unit cell, A is equal to 2 into square root of 2r, and in case of body centered unit cell, the edge length A is equal to 4r upon square root of 3. So we can calculate the density of particular unit cell by using this formula, that is density of the unit cell D is equal to Z into M divided by A cube into Na, where Z is number of particle per unit cell, Suppose our unit cell is face centered unit cell, then the value of Z is equal to 4. Suppose if it is BCC, then the value of Z is 2, and suppose if it is a simple cube, then the value of Z is 1. So Z is nothing but what? Number of particle per unit cell, where M is a molecular mass and Na is the Avogadro's number and A is a particular edge length. See here guys, we require the edge length of a unit cell, therefore this relationship you have to remember while determining the density of unit cell. Students, now we are going to study about the imperfection in solids. Imperfection is nothing but the defect. So what is this? Let us study. Crystals have a perfect arrangement of particles that we know. But this perfect arrangement of the particles occur at a lowest energy state, that is, atoms, ions or molecules expected to be at their equilibrium at a temperature absolute zero. So इसका मतलब जो भी एटम्स, आयंस और मॉलिक्यूल्स यूनिट सेल में रहते हैं वो इक्विलिब्रियम में रहते हैं. कब? जब टेम्परेचर एब्सोल्यूट ज़ीरो रहता है. बट व्हाट हैपन्स, सपोज अभी टेम्परेचर एब्सोल्यूट ज़ीरो पे नहीं है तो क्या होगा? बट एट अ टेम्परेचर अबव एब्सोल्यूट ज़ीरो द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ द क्रिस्टल्स लीडिंग टू द वाइब्रेशन. सो जब भी टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा जो भी पार्टिकल यूनिट सेल में है वो वाइब्रेट करने लगता है, एंड ड्यू टू दैट वाइब्रेशन द imperfection will take place. Because of that vibration the dislocation also may take place, and that dislocation or the imperfection is nothing but what? Defect. So this is due to the, so sometimes imperfection can also occurs due to the imperfection in the crystal, due to the impurities in the crystal which cause the defect. सो यहाँ पे हम डिफेक्ट को ईजी तरह से डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. सो क्रिस्टल डिफेक्ट आर बेसिकली इरेगुलरिटीज इन द अरेंजमेंट ऑफ कंस्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स इन अ क्रिस्टल. So defects are also called as a imperfection in a crystal. So defects are classified into two types. The first one is a point defect and the second one is a line defect. Let us study one by one. The first one is a point defect. Point defects are the irregularities or deviations from ideal arrangement around a point or an atom in a crystalline substance. So point defect जो भी है वो पर्टिकुलर एटम और मॉलिक्यूल और आयन में रहता है. सपोज इफ यू कंसिडर द क्रिस्टल लैटिस, and from that crystal lattice if atom is missing or atom is displacing, that is called as a point defect. So it is only about atom, ion or molecule. Second one is a line defect. So line defects are the irregularities or the deviation from the ideal arrangement in entire row of a lattice point. So जो line defect है, suppose if you consider the crystal lattice, so in that crystal lattice if the defect is arising to the entire row, जब भी entire row disturb होगी, so that type of defect is called as a line defect. Okay. So point defects are of three types. The first one is a stoichiometric or intrinsic or thermodynamic defect. The second one is non-stoichiometric defects, and third one is the impurity defect. So let us study one by one. The first one is a thermodynamic defect. These are the point defects that do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. So the stoichiometry is nothing but what? The element measurement, or you can say composition. So composition of the solid will remain as it is after defect also. So such type of defects are called stoichiometric defect. The second one is a non-stoichiometric defect. These are the point defect that disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. So यहाँ पे composition जो भी रहता है यूनिट सेल का वो डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है. So therefore it is called as a non-stoichiometric defect. The third one, impurity defect. These are the defect in ionic solids due to the presence of impurities present in a crystal structure. So impurity defect, impurity add करने के बाद ही होता है. So that is called as a impurity defect. सो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो, सो दिस इज अ पॉइंट डिफेक्ट. Point defect is nothing but what? The defect arises only at atom, ion और molecule. So फर्स्ट डायग्राम में आपको नज़र आएगा यहाँ पे से एक एटम मिसिंग है और यहाँ पे एक एटम एक्स्ट्रा है. सो दीज आर द पॉइंट डिफेक्ट विच टेकिंग प्लेस ओनली एट एटम और आयन. फाइन. नाउ let us study the differences between the vacancy defect and the interstitial defect. The stoichiometric defects for non-ionic solids are of two types, that is vacancy defect and the interstitial defect. So what is vacancy defect? A crystal is said to have vacancy defect when some of the lattice sites are vacant. So जब भी lattice site vacant होगा crystal structure में, उसी को हम क्या कहते हैं? vacancy defect. Second one is interstitial defect. A crystal is said to have interstitial defect when some constituent particle occupy at interstitial site. So जब भी एक पार्टिकल इंटरस्टिशियल पोजिशन पे जाएगा उस डिफेक्ट को हम क्या कहते हैं? इंटरस्टिशियल डिफेक्ट. Second difference, this result in a decrease in the density of the solid. So जब भी एटम क्रिस्टल से बाहर जाएगा तब उसका वेट कम होगा. सो वेट कम होने से डेंसिटी भी कम होगी एंड देयरफॉर इन वैकेंसी डिफेक्ट डेंसिटी डिक्रीजेस. Whereas in case of interstitial defect, this result in an increase in the density of the substance because we are adding one extra particle to the interstitial site and therefore that may increase that increases the molecular mass and hence increase in the density of the substance. Stoichiometric defects for ionic solids are of two types. So guys, don't get confused between the ionic and the non-ionic. For non-ionic solids we have two defects, that is vacancy and interstitial, and for ionic solids we have two defects, that is Schottky defect and Frenkel defect. Now what is that Schottky defect? Let us study the difference only. The first one, in this defect equal number of cations and anions are missing. In Schottky defect the equal number of cation and anion are missing. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो. So this one is a Schottky defect where this is a particular unit cell. So in this particular unit cell one positive and negative ions are present along each other. So one cation and one anion is missing. So equal number of cation and anion when it is missing from the crystal structure. So that type of defect it is called as a Schottky defect. Frenkel defect. In this defect, the smaller ion, usually cation, is dislocated from its normal site to an interstitial site. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो. So this is a particular unit cell. So this cation is displacing its original position. Original position छोड़ के यहाँ पे आ जाता है. So it is called, this site is called as a interstitial site and therefore it is called as a Frenkel defect. ये सिर्फ Frenkel defect में होता है. जब भी टू आयंस मिस होते हैं क्रिस्टल लैटिस से उसको हम स्कॉटकी डिफेक्ट कहते हैं, और जब भी कैटायन अपनी जगह छोड़ के दूसरी जगह पे जाता है उस जगह को हम क्या कहते हैं? इंटरस्टिशियल साइट. सो उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? फ्रेंकल डिफेक्ट. द सेकेंड डिफरेंस, it is basically a vacancy defect in ionic solid. Here it creates a vacancy defect at its original site and at an interstitial defect at its new location. Third difference is it decreases the density of a solid, it does not change the density of the solid. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो the Schottky defect में both ions, that is cation and anions, are missing. So directly the mass of the unit cell is also decreases and therefore density decreases in case of Schottky defect. But what about in case of Frenkel defect? The particle is only displacing its original site to the new interstitial site. So particle वहाँ पे ही present है इसलिए इसकी density change नहीं होती. Fourth one, no change into dielectric constant value. Fourth one, dielectric constant value increases. Fifth, it is shown by the ionic substances in which the cation and anion are of almost a similar size. Fifth one, it is shown by ionic substances in which there is a large differences in the size of the ion. So large difference should be there in case of Frenkel defect, whereas in case of Cauchy defect, there should be a almost similar size of cation and anion. The example of Schottky defect are NaCl, KCl, cesium chloride and silver bromide. And in case of Frenkel defect, the examples are zinc sulfide, silver chloride, सिल्वर ब्रोमाइड एंड सिल्वर. सो यहाँ पे एक इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग आपको दिखाई देगी. AGBR स्कॉटकी डिफेक्ट भी प्रेजेंट शो करता है एंड फ्रेंकल डिफेक्ट भी शो करता है. क्यों? बिकॉज सिल्वर ब्रोमाइड दैट इज AGBR हैज़ अ रॉक सॉल्ट स्ट्रक्चर which have with the high coordination number which favors the Schottky defect. Its AGBR shows the high coordination number and due to this it shows the Schottky defect, whereas the differences between the silver and the bromide is high. So there is a large difference between the cation and the anion in case of AGBR and therefore it shows the Frenkel defect. So due to these two reasons the AGBR shows Schottky defect as well as Frenkel defect. So these are the diagrams of Schottky defect and the Frenkel defect. So Schottky defect यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो both cations and anions are missing from the crystal lattice, whereas in case of Frenkel defect the cation is displacing its original site to the interstitial site. Because of both missing of cation and the anion, its density decreases, whereas the cation is remaining in the crystal structure, so its density will remain same. Schottky defect is shown by the ionic solid with a low coordination number, and the Frenkel defect it is shown by the ionic solid with a high coordination number. So thank you.